Here's the fucking sandwich.
Here it comes.
Shit sandwich. I'm ready for it. Hang on. Give me a napkin.
Hey, here we go with the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. We're all over the place. There's Froggy in Jacksonville.
Yep.
Nate in his corner. There's Scary at my microphone. There's Danielle in her basement.
Hello.
Oh, and Gandhi's back in New York. It's great to have you back.
Hello. It's nice to be back.
Even though I'm not there. There's Garrett and Scotty B. And me. I'm in the middle of New Jersey. Out by a pumpkin field.
Nice.
Oh, can I just, over the weekend, we were up in Hamilton, New Jersey. I don't know how far that is from you, Elvis. But every 5 seconds we passed a pumpkin field or a pumpkin patch or apple picking or just a farm stand. And
or
I
corn
just
maze.
kept wanting to stop. Yes, there was like all these corn mazes. It was the coolest thing. I didn't have time with all the soccer, but I was like, this place is awesome. It's just
Can I ask
so
a question?
Cool.
Yeah.
Are there any places where you can actually pick your own pumpkin anymore? They just dump them there out of a truck. I've never seen a place in years where you actually just pick them from a vine.
I don't
Do
know.
they exist?
I don't know. I mean, they have fields filled with them. I don't know if they're connected to anything.
It shouldn't say, you pick pumpkins. It should say you pick up a pumpkin because that's all you do.
But technically, you pick it because there's a billion to choose from.
You
and
choose.
Pick
You're
the
not
one
picking
you
it. You're
want.
choosing it.
You're talking about you want someone to harvest a pumpkin.
Yes, I want to take the vine and I want to take it right off the vine.
Oh.
I think that requires a machete, and that's probably not safe for insurance purposes.
For kids.
Well, I mean, you could probably break it off, but I mean, I haven't seen an actual farm where the pumpkins are attached to the ground since I was a kid.
I guess you could use a wire cutter.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go driving around out in the middle of nowhere today and see what the deal is. I will go investigate that for you.
Scotty
But
wants you
I will
harvest the pumpkin.
These pumpkin days, and they also bring animals out for the kids to play with. I think this month is the month that takes care of their entire year's budget.
Yeah.
I mean, there are farms, and farms do okay. The ones that do well, some don't do well at all. But these tourists that come in from out of state and out of town, that's where they make their year's money.
Oh, yeah.
It's right now. So support your local farm. Go pick up a pumpkin that's sitting on the ground at a farm near you.
Sometimes they make chili too at these places.
Yep.
The chili
Add
and
add that to the profits.
the chili's so good at those places.
So I went apple/pumpkin picking, whatever, but at a small farm in New Jersey myself, and they said that it was a very bad season, so they had to pretty much import everything. So they said, act like you're picking a pumpkin from a patch, but really they had to ship them from Vermont because the weather was so bad that the apples, pears, and pumpkins were not so great. So like Elvis said, definitely support your local farm.
And there you go. But talk about on the weekends, if it's a nice day, so and all the restaurants near the farms, they get all the business too. I mean, it's a big business out here. Yeah. Huge. Hey, can we talk again about Gandhi's video that she posted on her Instagram story? Oh. The one where she's out with the dog and her sister's dog, and the dog goes crazy, and you hear a man's voice or a kid's voice or boy's voice. Something.
Should we play that
Some
again?
sound, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, play it. Listen to the voice.
You want to go back inside? Hey. Hey. Hey.
There it is.
Very creepy.
It sounds different every time I hear it.
Yes.
I hear new things.
I'm really shocked at the amount of people saying they hear somebody saying "what the fuck" or "fuck" in it in some capacity.
Or get the fuck off.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off.
Huh.
So I had two talkbacks. We didn't have time to get to it on the big show, but they said one dog and one cat were listening to each their owners listening to the sound, and they just had this weird stare like they've never seen before. So it's like they believe their animal heard something that we didn't.
Should I go get my dog?
Yeah. Oh, let's see how Max reacts.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let's go torture Max.
It's a new segment, Max Reacts.
And I would also like to say all of the people yelling at me about how I'm handling the dog. Why? What is the problem? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, she has a harness. She's trying to take off and do something. What am I supposed to do? I thought about
No, you were
her
trying to murder the dog.
Clearly, I'm a dog murderer.
And she obviously she's crying, and that's why we think she's crying because of what she's encountering, that voice that we hear.
How many times do your cats just stare at something, Danielle?
Constantly.
And you're like,
what is that?
The worst is when you're in bed at night and like say Sheldon's not home, the kids are not home, and all of a sudden the cat gets up on the bed and it's like looking around frantically, and I'm like, oh, someone's in the house. Ew. Something's in the house. Like right. Freaks me out.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Maxie.
Maxie.
So I'll have to Okay, so there's Ollie wants to play too.
Ollie's jealous.
Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna have to like turn my microphone. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to turn my microphone off so the little kid's voice will come through the speakers. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Here, count to 3 for me.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, are you ready to play the sound?
Yes.
Okay, stop it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
You want to go back inside? Hey. Hey. Hey.
Well, he did react. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
again, there's a dog.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
His
ears
ears
perked up.
sniffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his ears go up.
Well, anyway, but you were playing the sound of a dog. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. If we could eliminate the dog, please.
Oh, to do that.
Give me 20 minutes.
If we could isolate that dead kid.
Yeah.
What about at the end of the
Whatever that
clip,
was.
though? At the end of the clip, it sounded like there was banging, too. What else was going on?
Nothing. I
That
mean, I
was-
was standing outside with the dog. That was it.
Was the dog on the leash?
Yes.
So you were moving around with the dog. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what that was.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they hear things we don't hear.
Yeah. They said that in the tsunami in Thailand, the elephants knew that it was coming and they took all of the farmers up into the hills. They were trying to stop them. Nobody could stop these elephants. They were just gone.
No,
They felt the rumble in their feet.
Crazy.
I know.
Animals.
They're great.
I love them. You know what? They're companions, but they also look out for you.
Yeah.
And now they teach them how to sniff out cancer and other things. Like,
Yep.
they know when maybe a seizure is coming along. You know, they like to work. Animals like to work. Dogs especially. They like to be put to work doing something.
They can tell low blood sugar, but I can't help but notice none of you watched my bear tapeworm video that I sent you.
I'm not watching that. I don't want
I
to
don't
watch a
wanna
bear
watch that
walking around
either.
with a tapeworm dragging out of its ass.
No.
It's
I don't wanna
fascinating,
watch
you
that
guys.
either.
It's
What's up, Frog?
fascinating.
I told you about the K9s for Warriors people that I met a gentleman who was he was a veteran and he was suffering from PTSD, nightmares, all kinds of stuff, panic attacks in public. He was on 26 different medications. He got a dog. He's completely off the medication. The dog wakes him up before he has night terrors. And if he's in public and he's about to have a panic attack, the dog senses it and it tells him to sit down and rest prior to having the panic attack. The dog has figured out so many things. Dogs are absolutely brilliant.
They're the best.
They are, and they don't think like we do.
No.
They have a totally different foundation of thinking, and so they don't approach things. They the same way we do. They don't hear things the same way we do. They analyze things differently than we do. So yeah, I love them.
Cats too. Hello.
Okay, cats.
And right now, my 2 cats, like my one cat is suffering from, you guys know he has bad allergies, and he had a little episode over the weekend. So the other cat still is hissing at him constantly. So they said it could be one or two things. It could be because he smells the hospital where he was on him still, or he senses something's not right with him and he's off. And that's how they react to it. So I don't know which one it is, but it could be.
Wow.
That's how Lisa
It's
reacts to
very
me.
Owen
She
Wilson
hisses
vibe.
at me all
Yeah.
the time.
Wow.
Should we start hissing at Nate?
Yeah.
No, he already hissed at me earlier.
Oh, that's right.
He did.
Really?
He did.
Getting into this?
Why?
Nate said he did the polite thing.
I didn't want to bother you. Froggy,
Nate-
you're a busy man. I don't want to put any more on your plate.
You dismissed Froggy's question.
But you know what? His initial reaction was great.
Nate's
Good.
intention was good. However, I do see where it was dismissive. But his intention was, hey, you don't have to worry about that, so just go on with whatever else you have to do.
Yeah. I know he did it to me too because he knew I was leaving like right after the
Well,
podcast.
because Danielle, you're kind of like, well, wait, it says here. I'm like, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's not because they changed the time. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, wait,
Okay, well,
it's at neither. No, it's not.
We're
Don't
not
worry
explaining
about
this.
it.
No
We're
one's
moving on.
understanding what we're saying. What we have someone scheduled to come in and meet with us, okay? And it's on the calendar.
For 9:30, but
So-
now it got moved to 10:30,
Okay,
right?
Whatever. So Froggy says, okay, well, who is that? And Nate's answer is, oh, don't worry, Froggy. And that was it.
No,
Don't worry about it.
That's it.
I know, but you got to keep in mind, that people are naturally curious. They want to know, well, what is it?
I
mean,
get that, and my apologies if it came off a little brusque, but
Brusque. I got to look up brusque. Hold on.
I think it's QUE.
Please tell the definition once you find it.
I think that's
I
the
will.
word. Now I'm questioning myself. Anyway, you don't need to know about it. So I'm the frame of mind, and Elvis, you've done this to me, where I'm like, hey, did you see this email from? I already got it handled. Like, okay, great. I love not having to worry
That's
about
the
it.
proper
least you know
word.
what to-
Brusque is markedly short or abrupt.
But at least you know what was in that email.
Right.
You're just like dismissing.
You don't
like
even tell him.
It was a person's name.
Okay.
Oh, you don't need to know who that is.
In the future, I will explain my actions accordingly.
I need a
He's like, don't
20-minute
worry.
dissertation when I don't need to worry about it.
And then Nate got mad that we were mad at him and called him a
Right.
bitch.
I really think I lost like some sort of filter here.
I wanted to see the good in what you were doing, Nate. I mean, because you were trying to.
Here's the fucking sandwich.
Here it comes.
Shit sandwich. I'm ready for it. Let me get. Hang on. Give me a napkin.
Let's get the meat. Let's get the meat.
I'm gonna take a big fucking bite of this shit
What's that
sandwich,
scary?
Scary.
What's that scary? What?
I, for one, love if someone just removes something from my plate and I don't need to know any further information.
Okay. Right.
However, it is
Here's the
suspect.
meat.
It is suspect, though, when you say, "No, that doesn't concern you." Maybe it's the way you said it and the words you put it in.
Absolutely, it was that way.
Because then it's like, well, now I need to know
Yeah.
because you're hiding something from me.
Okay.
So maybe
He's like-
there's a better way of you
All right.
saying,
Put the bun on top of that shit sandwich.
maybe a better way could have been like, yeah, this is something that is, and I can't even say it because
Yeah.
I don't
So it's an
I don't wanna
open-faced
get
shit
specific. I don't
sandwich.
wanna
We
get
understand where
specific.
you're coming from. We
Yeah.
understand.
Anyway,
Nate's a very busy guy, guys.
Instead,
Like
No, he's not.
No, he sounded like, oh, don't worry, they're just coming to give us each $1 million. You don't need to worry about
That's.
I've not been included.
None of your
Frogger.
concern, Frogger.
Oh, you don't worry about
Tom
it.
Brady's coming in now.
We don't
Tom
want to
Brady's
worry.
coming in at
We don't want to
10:30.
worry your pretty little head over it.
Only $9
I don't know. I
million.
like not having to worry about shit. I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone was worried. This is the way you just chopped him down.
But okay, so the backstory is Froggy's very busy. Like he actually has shit to do at 10, and he's got to be on the air for another station. Right. And I don't want him to have to worry about stuff. So if I could immediately just say, brusquely, I might add, you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Maybe it was a little too brusque, but
Yes,
I apologize.
it was.
Less brusque.
Less
Yes.
brusque.
We have a 100% chance of brusque.
How the
today.
fuck did I remember that in the stroke, but I can't remember some other shit that I forgot?
God, what foul language.
Cursing didn't seem to vacate your vocabulary any.
Yeah, exactly. So, is she in there?
Yeah.
No, I kicked her out.
Okay.
Oh.
I just realized we're all using filthy language and Scotty's daughter is here.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
No, I kicked her out.
Oh, great.
Where did you send her?
Out to Diamond. I'm not sure if that's any better.
What else do we need to cover on this 15-minute morning show podcast?
I think we're almost done.
I think I'm going back to bed after this.
Yeah, you
I
look
know I am.
sleepy. Sleepy Jones is full
I was
effect.
up late. I didn't get to bed till 1:30
Can you get a close up
yesterday.
on his eyes? Look at
Oh
those.
God. Look at
Sleepy
this.
Jones
I went to see
today.
Post Malone last night, and I didn't get back from Long Island until like 1:30 in the morning, and Gandhi as well. But you're doing better than me.
Gandhi looks great.
Yeah,
Gandhi's awesome.
Thanks.
You not so much.
And I didn't go to sleep till 2. 2, Jones.
This is the. If we were on long enough, Scary would fall asleep middle of the
While
conversation.
he's talking.
Yeah.
Sleepy Jones.
He has several times. All right, well, let's get out of here. Have a beautiful day. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.